Hello everybody, this is Des, here, Desi, and welcome back to Ramblin' Rollers, High Rollers Recap and Review, Episode 5. Now, before we get started, two things. One, sorry if you hear my fan in the background, and two, sorry if you hear my screaming nieces in the background. They are very young, and they don't understand the ethics of recording videos. But with that away, let's get to the daddy count. Now, since Chris Trott was sadly not here this episode, which, by the way, I've noticed that out of the 5 episodes, only 2 of them have had the whole crew, with either one, and the rest have either had 1 or 2 people missing. So hopefully that next episode would get the whole crew back. But anyways, with Trot not there, Mark was playing Lucius, so according to chat, the daddy count didn't really count this episode, but we still kind of bet it anyways for fun. Some of us did. And once again, I was very close. I betted 5.5 last week, and this week there was 6, so I was very close. Now, next week, I am probably going to bet 7. 7 daddies. Maybe 8. You know, let's go ambitious. I'm going with 8 whole daddies. But yeah. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode. Now, Mark starts out the episode by saying this is the start of a brand new chapter called Every Rose Has Its Thorns. Now, the name of the chapter I will get into later, and I will get into later onto this video, and maybe even a little more in another video, maybe sometime later this week if I have time. But about the new chapters, I don't remember the name of the first chapter, or even if Mark said it, but I have a feeling that the chapters are going to represent arcs. Like, you know how in Lightfall there's like the Tallfield arc, the Winterspire arc, you know, those types of things. I have a feeling that the chapters are going to be what resembles that. So instead of having arcs, we have chapters, if that makes sense. But anyways, it's the start of a brand new chapter, and because they pretty much go to a brand new town. But since Mark is playing, like I said in the beginning of the video, Mark is playing as Lucius since Trot isn't here. And I gotta say, Mark's impression of Lucius is on point. Like, that is exactly how I imagine Trot would act if he was here. So, well done, Mark. But yeah, Mark does a great job. Very talented man. Very much look up to him. Anyway, and so, you know, this is a very RP heavy episode, which I absolutely love. As you guys probably know, I'm not a huge fan of like the big battle episodes, with a few exceptions, like, because like Lightfall, there are some amazing battle fighting filled episodes, but most of the time I'm not a very huge fan of them. But yeah, I much prefer the RP related episodes, and I'm happy to say that this is one of them. Probably one of my favorite episodes so far. But yeah, basically they're all sitting down and stuff, and they're talking about Nova's sword, which I think is named Tygon. I hope I'm getting that right, because Kim is very, very hard with names, like more hard than Mark. At least with Mark, you can pronounce them. We just can't spell them. With Kim, we can't do either. But yeah, I just suck at listening and hearing and spelling. That probably makes a lot more sense. But anyways, Nova's sword. We get to learn a little bit about it. She says sometimes it sounds male, sometimes it sounds female, or it's many voices, but they're also not exactly voices. They're more feelings. I really can't wait until we get more in depth with Nova and her warlock powers. Because this sounds very interesting. I want to know what's up with this sword. Okay, I am very curious. I am very curious what's up with this sword. Is it like the cluster from Steven Universe or something? I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm excited. But yeah, they continue down the river and stuff, and they find a pre-sundering town that got engulfed in the sundering. And Quill asks Sentry if she knows it. Now, I don't know if Sentry was talking about this town in particular, or some other place that sort of reminds her of it pre-sundering times. But she says that her home is Soldan. Like I said, I don't know if the place they found in Soldan Sylvan or somewhere else. But yeah, that's where she's from, and I'm happy to say we get some Sentry lore in this video because, and also I gotta give props to Riona in this episode. Sentry's shine this episode. She's like all right, basically like the problem I had. Well, I mean I love Aerois so far. Don't get me wrong, but the only real problem I had is that Sentry wasn't like. I couldn't get a real good hold on Sentry's character, which is understandable because Riona's new to all this. Probably still again like learning and stuff. She's never been on a D&D show before, and that's totally fine and stuff. But also like I love Ayla. She's my favorite character. I am not biased because I have a crush on Katie Morrison, okay? But like I also couldn't get a real hold on Ayla's character. I loved her and I loved her design, but like what's her character? What's her personality like? I really want to learn more about her. And I'm happy to say that we actually do see more of their stuff this episode. Like, Sentry, a little personality-wise and more backstory-wise. And Ayla, like, very much personality-wise. And, boy, I love Ayla even more this episode, let's just say. And Sentry, too. Wait, because right now we're talking about Sentry. I gotta give props to Katie and Riona in this episode, especially Rionan. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. If you're watching this, I am so sorry if I'm not, but props to you, man. Props to you. But yeah, after we get into some of her backstory, because like they fall asleep for the night, and Guardians don't really dream, but she can sort of go through her memories, and she goes through the memory of the Solvent, like she's in a she's in like a palace or castle or something, and like she sees the streets and stuff like very busy and stuff, like it's some sort of celebration sort of. And she's with the the Sylvan royal family, and basically there's this man like handing out swords and stuff to a bunch of soldier-looking dudes, and then finally he comes to Sentry and just has he has a warm smile on his face, calls her one of the greatest guardians. So there is something special about Sentry. And I'm very curious to see what it is. Is it like is she like more? Does she have more of a personality than other guardians or something? Is she able to do something special? What makes her one of the greatest? I'm very curious. But anyways, it's flash. But yeah, we find out that this is a flashback. Where she gets her job and her duty to guard the princess in these times of war, which of course is probably the Sundering, or some before the it's wait no not the it's not the Sundering, it's I forgot the exact name of the war. Goddamn, I need to watch the lore video again on Aerois, but it's that really big war that happened. But yeah, and she says an oath. Now I tried to write down this oath, but it went by too fast. So I highly advise you just go watch Rionan, read it and stuff. It's very cool. And so yeah, that's some Sentry. That's the Sentry stuff we get in this episode. It is absolutely great. Once again, Riona did a really good job this episode, and not only do we get some Sentry backstory, we get a little bit of Nova lore, mostly with her sword Tygon. Dear God, I hope I pronounce that name right. Oh my God. Anyways, she basically has this vision of a purple light coming out of the woods, and a girl with a sword in her hand. Now, I don't know if that's like her sort of like envisioning herself, seeing herself when she found Tygon, or that's probably the most possible thing, or maybe it's like Tygon's old owner or something. But basically Nova feels that she's getting new spells, which of course, aka level, she goes level 3. They all went leveled up last episode, so she already wrote down all the spells and stuff. They all already got their stuff down, and basically, it's revealed that Tygon wants protection. Most likely against the the core shadows people. Once again, I've got their name. I'll learn it eventually, guys. It's basically this. I'm pretty sure it's basically this series, Broken Sky. But yeah, and that's basically the lore we got for the main characters this episode. Then Ayla pretty much gets up. I thought for a moment we were gonna get some bit of Ayla lore too, but not really. Basically, something about storms or something. So she's connected to storms, and I'm not gonna say the obvious because I've already said the obvious before, and then I immediately felt bad. So I ain't saying that because it's not. Anyways, Ayla wakes up for her watch, and she hears something, sort of like, they're like otherworldly hunting dogs in the smell of rot, and basically so she wakes up everyone, and turns out to be zombie dogs with a very, very well detailed description from Mark. Thank God I was not eating at the time, but yeah. But yeah, so they fight him off, and during Lucy's actually doing pretty good in this fight, probably because it's being played by Mark Humes. But yeah. Also, I'd like to say Katie's dice this episode, like, girl, you need dice jail or something. You need a dice jail. You need stop. You can't roll ones. You need to punish your dice man. Just put him in jail or something, okay? Get another dice and make that other dice jealous. But yeah, anyways. After the fight, it's, something happened to Ayla. I forgot exactly what happened, but she gets diseased. And like, it makes her really, really sick and stuff, thrown up. It's like, oh man, this is scary. But turns out Sentry has cure disease, and she's cured. Just throws up one last time, bunch of black goop, and she's all better. And so it's the next, and so they go back to sleep and then wake up. It's next morning. They decide to have a bath and such. And basically, this is at this part of the episode, this is when I realized that we got the beach episode that we deserved. It lasted for a short amount of time, but if it didn't happen in Lightfall, I'm glad it happened in Aerois, because I always thought High Rollers needed a beach episode. This is they're technically in a river, but it's a body of water, I'm counting it. We finally got the beach episode we deserve. So thank you, Mark. Thank you. But yeah, basically they're having fun in the water and such. Some wacky shenanigans happen. It's really, it's probably one of my favorite parts of the episode. But yeah, after that they get on their merry way again, and they actually find a town. But it's being guarded by some armored farmers. And soon they realize that these guys worship Palador, who is one of the gods, who turns out to be pretty much the sun. The task Siaska gave him apparently, and he disappears at night. So very, very cool god. Very, very god. And also we notice very quickly that a whole lot of these guys are racist against wild elves, which, I mean, somewhat understandable, because wild elves are usually known for raiding places, killing and pillaging people, stealing their stuff. So it's understandable why they're not the most liked people, but come on, it's Ayla. You can't hate Ayla. Same girl who played Lord Galandale, man. But yeah, they basically tell them to stay away from the Brookstone family because they're like next level racist. I don't know like just how racist that is, but apparently it's very, very racist. But yeah, they basically go into town and stuff. Yeah, it's a nice looking place. They get a lot of weird looks because it's a very weird group. I mean, one of them is literally a one-armed bird. and another one is pretty much a robot. But anyways, alright, so, alright, basically, like, Nova talks about, Nova goes up to one of the, villagers and asks about a place to sleep. Like, a little, like, too excitedly, like, a little too forward. Like, I don't know how, what? But anyways, turns out there's two inns. One that is very nice, like, I mean, very nice. Oh god, I probably shouldn't have said that. And one of them is pretty bad. So, like, that's like that. Like, most people aren't really welcome there, right? Either. So I wonder what that's about. That's got me curious. And so they decided to go to a nice inn, which which is actually like probably the nicest place in this village. It smells like fresh bread and pork, which is a really great smell. And there they get tea and stuff. They decide to get food. Of course, Nova gets milk. God damn. I don't know why I expected that, but that's it just sounds like Nova. Like it's been 5 episodes. I already got her down. Her and Lucy's, I got down. But yeah, we also find out that Nova is a water and air genasi. So she's a like a mix. That's which I find interesting. And cause like in a campaign I'm in, one of the players that I play with is an air genasi, and is almost somewhat exactly like Nova, except he acts less smart. Even though he is smart, he just acts less smart. But yeah, if you're watching this video, dude, you know, or anyone from the campaign from our campaign I'm in is watching this video. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Goddamn. Anyways, we learn that the barkeeper or the innkeeper's name is Rosalina, which I will get into a little later in this video. But anyways, turns out she's from another sky city called Horizon, and that got me thinking. I wonder what, like, you know, there's a bunch of different sky cities. I wonder what makes each one unique. Like, is there one with like somewhat less laws and one with more laws? Is one of them like gone total dictator? Like, I am very curious. I am very curious to see like what the difference between the sky cities are. Like, what makes all of them stand out against each other? That is something I want to see very badly. Alright, so, also, I'd like to point out that Nova asked for fizzy drinks, and then everyone in chat started joking about, like, in the last campaign, it was, like, sort of the thing Judo's always, like, asking about is noodles. It was Judo's journey to finding noodles, and in the end, she got her noodles. And in a Christmas special. And in that one Comic-Con special. But those were non-canonical. In the end of the campaign, she got her noodles, and it was glorious. But now she's on a new quest. Nova Kim Richards is on a new quest, and that is to find fizzy drinks. Now, I don't know if she means, like, alcohol or soda. Do they have soft beverages in Aerois? Do they have Coca-Cola? Fanta? Do they have grape soda? I'm curious. I'm honestly curious now. Screw the other question. Screw, like, what's the difference between each sky city, or like what's the backstory of each of the characters? Are there fucking fizzy drinks in Aerois? I need to know. But anyways, so they find out that Rosalina does a lot of other services, including that one. You know the one. You should know. And if you don't know, you're too young. You're way too young. Just go ask your parents. Go ask your health teacher. Go look up on the internet. You can do it. I believe in you. But anyways, ruining childhood since 2018. But yeah. So they also ask if she is able to heal Arvel. And because he still has the broken leg, and 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 she says like give him some health potions or something, but that's still probably gonna take a while. So maybe ask like one of the priests in town. And so they eat some food and stuff, and they go to a priest. That, and it's a very like cliche like all hail my lord of Palador. It's very cliche, and I absolutely fucking love that. I just loved everything about it. It was like it was everything, honestly. For some reason, it reminded me of U.S. history class. But anyways, we watched a lot of movies. Anyways, so and like this priest is the very like no tolerance priest. Like you're a bad person. Like you can go, like just go. So he wasn't really fond of Ayla, but he did actually bow down to Sentry, because you know, he is a very religious person against Palador, who went and like at this point like Mark sort of explains who Palador is, like I said, the son, and they ask, and basically they asked if they could heal their friend Arvo, who was staying with Rosalina, and like the priest didn't really. Turns out, priest doesn't really like Rosalina mostly because she worships the god/goddess. I don't know which one it is. Sienna, I think it's a goddess. Not only that, but because she is shady. Now, all right. Now I'm just gonna say this. This new chapter is called "Every Rose Has Its Thorns." We need a character named Rosalina, and someone says she is shady. And when we were there, she was way too overly happy. I'm just saying, I knew from the moment we met her, like, she is behind something. She is definitely behind something. Now, I somewhat kind of believe that she is some sort of a succubus, but I'm not 100% sure. I might make a separate video on that if you guys really want to see it. If you do, tell me down in the comments below, please. I'm going to try to wrap up this video quick because it's already 22 minutes long. Y'all probably haven't even stayed. Y'all probably gone. But anyways, yeah, we find out that a few people in town to talk to for to get jobs and stuff. Somebody named Gail, and it was either Gail or their last name was Gail. I forgot their full name, but because I wasn't able to write it down, I didn't even write the second guy's down name completely, so that screw up on my part. But basically, she's part of the Harvest Guard and has the Scarecrow rank. Now, all right, I know I said this a lot, but I want to learn more about this. It's interesting, okay? Like Mark is a very talented dude. He makes things sound interesting, and you want to learn more about him, okay? And so they go talk to the other guy whose name I've got to write down, and basically he talks to them about a job about like banning caravans and stuff, and people go missing and such, which a lot of people compared it to the Tall Field arc and High Rollers, but I have a feeling there's going to be a special twist in it that makes go aha, because Mark is smart, okay? Mark is a very smart dude, but also Nova seems to have a little crush on this guy, and at the time I'm like, Kim, you're getting married this month. Stop being so thirsty, girl. But yeah, and they accept the job, and that is the end of the episode. I am so sorry this video is so long, god damn it. But yeah, a lot happened this episode, and yeah, this is probably my favorite episode so far. But tell me, guys, what you think about it down in the comments below. Do you have any theories, and what do you think about all this stuff? Do you think what do you want to learn more about? Tell me down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.